what then is really unclear is how the National Security Advisor and the Cyber Ministerial Board come together to look at what's happening there. So there isn't a clear direction where the NCF sits within that.
In 2021, academics in London, including your good selves, recommended for a close review, a close scrutiny of the National Cyber Force's effectiveness, that's what was needed, perhaps through the Prime Minister's Implementation Unit or the National Audit Office and the Intelligence and Security Committee of Parliament. Do you think that scrutiny is happening now? Dr. Dwyer?
The National Cyber Strategy has a really helpful diagram at the end which gives some sort of sense of what authorisations look like, albeit on a very high level. And I know it's not authorisations in particular, but I will get to your point very quickly, which is you have the Foreign Secretary and Defence Secretary who can authorise operations due to the dual nature of the organisation. And what then is really unclear is how the National Security Advisor and the Cyber Ministerial Board come together to look at what's happening there. So there isn't a clear direction where the NCF sits within that, because there used to be a subcommittee which focused directly on cyber, but then this doesn't exist in the same way. It's under resilience, under the most recent framework that we see. So we can't quite see where cyber sits within that. And the complexity of the authorisation, especially if it's doing operations with the NCA, which would then come under the purview of the Home Secretary, you've got very different parallel lines there. And it's not clear, well, how that coordination work occurs explicitly within the model that we see.